Joy Taylor with the Soul Inspired Life. I'm creating a video to talk a little bit about what's happening for all of us at this time and offer you some practical and soulful ideas of making the most of the current situation. I'm all about that. And of course, if you've read my book, Inspired, you know that embedded in all the seven wisdoms is the opportunity to see the blessings and the gifts and to grow. And that self-growth always starts with love, and it's compassion and acceptance, and we practice that inside of ourselves. And that's what we each are being called to do right now, more than anything, is to first touch base with our center selves. I am really enjoying my meditations every morning, as well as extra quiet time, even if it's 5 minutes. In my industry, I'm really busy right now. I'm answering the call and I'm supporting people in bringing their live events that have been in person into the online setting. Even though I am aware of the frantic nature going on in our world right now, I am choosing to hone in daily, multiple times, with my deep breathing exercise, with lots of water, and especially dedicating the morning time to meditation, because in that I ground myself and I remember what matters most. So I'm hoping you're doing the same for yourself. And if you're a mom or a dad, that you're modeling that for your children as well. So taking those resets, those 2 minutes every hour that we talk about in Inspired, to breathe, to go for a walk, to get outside, to call someone you love, to send a love note, to appreciate yourself, to hug a friend or bump them, but to really take care of you. That's primary right now, because when we do that, we touch in with our soul-centered self. And it's that soul-inspired self that can then move forward in this world, in this very chaotic, third dimensional world, while bringing with us a higher consciousness. So if you're meditating in a way that you're tapping into love, peace, maybe even cultivating feelings of happiness and gratitude, which is the fast way. As you know, the fast track is gratitude. Soak into that, because it's in that energy that new solutions come, that we are fueled, and then we're able to say hello to the world and be the beacon of light that we each are. And that's what we're being called to do. I think the implications here for each of us individually, but also globally, are phenomenal. And the possibilities could be very uplifting if we choose wisely on what we're learning from this big change, disruptor, crazy thing happening on the planet. It's affecting all of us, so let's start there. This is an opportunity to see that we are globally connected and we're all in this together. So that's changing the psyche of human beings on the planet right now. And I hope it's changing yours too, in a local sense, right? So how are your neighbors doing? How's your community doing? Can you do little things to support small businesses that are shut down, or restaurants that only have takeout? Who can you help right now? When you take care of yourself first, you're going to have more ideas of who you can help, because we are all interconnected. We're in this together. I also believe that this is a big time of choice. So first off, to choose safety for yourself and others. One of the reasons that I'm being extra careful in my hygiene, in my immune system, and in my health is because I don't want to be a carrier and infect anyone else. So whether you have a good immune system and don't think you'll get it, or whether you are compromised and concerned, all of us need to right now take responsibility to do the things we're being advised to do while keeping our hearts open and being in love. So I'm washing my hands, not out of resentment, but out of, all right, this is cool. I care about people. So the affirmation is, I care about myself and I care about people. So that's one thing I think is really powerful, and why not keep that going? We're all in this together. We're making good choices, and we're being more conscious about our choices, which brings me to the next great opportunity. And it has to do with moving out of social obligations to social discernment. So because we're not gathering in social events, people are having a clearly reason to say no to social events. But how often do we get into the habitual pattern of saying yes when we want to say no, going places that aren't of our best interests, or putting ourselves under the influence of that which is not uplifting out of obligation? So take this pause as an opportunity to do some inner inventory, like what really does matter to you, and who do you really want to spend time with moving forward as we get back to a time frame and an opportunity to be connecting in more groups and events. Choose the ones that uplift and serve you. Choose the ones where you go and you come back with more energy. So there's a discernment opportunity here. We're moving from social obligation to social discernment, and you have every right to resonate and be around people who bring out the best in you, and for you to bring out the best in them. When you're with people who uplift you, you're going to uplift them too. That's how it works. That's what we want to do moving forward. And there are kind ways to say no, or I can't attend that, or I'm not interested. So let this be a pause and a rethinking of what are my influences. And those are social influences, and also what are my habits and online influences. So be thinking about right now and making choices that support you in your growth. Are you watching news? And if so, what kind of news? Positive news, hopeful news, fearful news? What are the podcasts you're listening to or the books you're reading? Are they really truly supporting you in becoming a more whole person, becoming a more love-filled, soul inspired person, someone who knows that what matters most are relationships and care and evolution and growth? So if you want to transform into that kind of a person, an energy being having a human experience, then you're going to want to be around mentors and guides and teachers and others that are also all about that and further along. So take the time now to discern and make choices on your computer and in your library at home, what you read, what you listen to, even who you have conversations with. Bring that into the new you. We have a pause and a reset. And it's interesting because some people are busier than ever, and some people have more time on their hands. In my industry, I'm really busy. There's a lot of people who want my work right now. And anyone in the medical profession, and anyone who is working at a store in economic development or government. I mean, there's so many people who are really working hard right now. We want to send our prayers and blessings to those people for fortitude and resilience. And then there's lots of people at home, maybe still working a job, some not. And there are some people who are really concerned about their finances, and we want to send prayers and blessings there too. If you are fortunate enough to feel safe and have a cushion and have some time right now for yourself, I say, wow, renew, renew, renew. This could be a giant gift. Use your time wisely. And that could even include cleaning drawers, right? It could include organizing things, getting out your list of incompletes and completing them. I call it closing the loop. So we've got busy people, and we want to bless that experience. And we have people with extra time on their hands, blessings. We have people who are in need and fear, and we want to bless them as well. So consciously blessing with love and light, healing, grace, compassion, and peace, that everyone can feel and touch base with a little bit more peace right now, a little bit more love right now. That's where the best solutions come, right? And the world is basically saying, we got to change things. So if you notice, there's a lot of disillusion going on. There's a lot of dismantling of structures, many of which weren't working. And there is a new uprising, or a springing up, or a sprouting of collaborative efforts that are happening quickly right now. Let's innovate. Let's think about, if you are in a leadership role, if you have an opportunity to be a part of making a shift, of course that's what this is about. This is clearly what has been prophesied. This is clearly what we've heard about for years, that we're moving into a time of transformation. And it's a time where we are going to be utilizing our intuition. We are going to be, those of us who are change agents, light workers, or dedicated to the way of love. And that doesn't look like anything, by the way. That could be anyone. If you're dedicated to the way of love, no matter your religion or your role, you will be asked to be utilized to support this transformation. You might get new ideas in dreams. You might say things you've never thought about saying. You might rise to the occasion and bring out the best in you, something you never thought you would do. Do not be surprised if your being, your gifts, your personality, your skills that make the composite of the personality of you, do not be surprised if that personality is being asked to be an agent of change, to be a deliverer of a message, to be a builder of a new solution. So you're being called, many of us are being called to show up in different ways, new ways, ways that are more needed now than they were just a month ago. Don't be surprised. Be welcoming. In fact, you can even invite that. St. Francis of Assisi, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. So can you be that instrument? An even more fine-tuned character of you, less attached to the character and more in touch with the instrument, the ability to be the instrument for divine inspiration, your bright genius, your genius's own, your superpower. It's time to come through. We need some superheroes, by the way. I like that thought. You know, who's the superhero you're waiting for? Well, guess what? It just might be you. And what does that look like? It looks like a humble companion guide. And by humble, I mean one that has no defenses, one that knows that they're committed to a cause, one that is mission, vision, and values driven, one that is there doing the deal. And I know that I'm feeling it inside of me. Are you feeling it inside of you? Like there's more that I could be doing here. There's more that I am that I haven't shared. If you're having those thoughts, please share them. Have the courage. Have the courage to be more yourself in whatever role you're in. We're all leaders. And to be a soul-inspired leader is to really, truly just open up to that which you know you can do, to stretch your capacity of who you thought you were. So you nurture your inner potential with that meditation and those resets every day. You nurture that heart space, that soul, that gem, that access point. And then you become a little bit more of an instrument. You become a little bit more aligned with divine so that you can give and receive, you know, which is the giving and the receiving. And I often refer to that as the horizontal line. Well, where inspiration meets expression and giving and receiving is right here. It's your soul-inspired self. It's your choice points. It's your discernment and the decisions you make every day. So the biggest thing I would say right now, choose love, choose caring for self, for others, choose courage, choose to grow, learn the gifts, have some hope of the possibility of newness springing out, of people coming together in that interconnectedness that we are as a globe to help each other. We're here to help each other. We're going to help the planet. There's less flying and consumption, so in a sense, that's just naturally happening right now too. We're going to learn a lot more about our personal physical hygiene, but also our energy hygiene. And I'll share more as we go through this era together. Today, I just am grateful for each and every one of you for showing up as the human being on the planet who cares. Until we meet again, live, love, and lead a soul-inspired life. I welcome comments, and you're always invited back or subscribe to the channel. I'm here to offer inspiration and practical support for everyone, and also specifically for those of you who are entrepreneurs and business owners and you're working in the virtual environment. I want to even more roll up my sleeves with you and make sure that you get up to speed so that we stay in connection with each other in these times. So while we're physically distancing, let's stay social from the heart, from authenticity, and we'll do it online. All right. Blessings. Take care of yourself. Have a soul inspired day.